get the ball rolling here. What's up, fam? It is June 4th, and today is a day. And I say today is a day because today is a good day for revelation. I say that because every day is a good day for revelation, but I've been having them a lot more lately. So, it's kind of like my opinion of a topic at this point of literally understanding how communication with the divine or aligning yourself or, becoming still really benefits you because the higher understanding is you're in reception of it, consciousness, the evolution of consciousness within you, because when you allow this fluid movement to come through you, you basically understand that that is the movement of the cosmos. It's the movement of the universe. You're allowing these particles to now flow through you because you're aware of them. You're calling on them, so it's like everything is energy. We come to understand that in the mentorship space, and how we educate people on how their energy systems work and stuff like that. So check it out, you know, and when you understand that you're in that universal flow state, that you are in reception, that you are in groundedness, that you are in full connection with yourself, you start to look around and everything starts to change around you. And it's pretty evident almost on a daily basis, for me at this point. And the topic of conversation is basically because me and my wife were having a discussion this morning, and I was in a very negative state because of all the spiritual pressure that was applied on me, but I kept letting it get at me, and the reality of it is that I shouldn't let anything get at me, but I was letting it get at me because I was taking things personal. And, that's how kind of energy attracts, you know what I'm saying? This is how we manifest things. So it's important for us to understand how, when we are frustrated or when we are in our emotions, we're all up in our head and we're suppressing the energy to come in for itself. You know what I'm saying? For the goodness of the great mother, or the great womb, or the great universe, the God, which creator, source, life itself, prana, pranayama, whichever way you want to say that. You know what I'm saying? The essence of life itself can only be distorted by thoughts in the mind, chaos, frequencies, things that we think. You know what I'm saying? So frustration is a bitch because it almost takes you out of alignment with yourself, your truth, your authenticity, your divine communication, your spiritual connection, and all that stuff. So that's why we talk about, groundedness and the awareness of energy itself and your place in it, to a lot of individuals out there, because it's really important for us to understand these things, especially in times like right now where we're going through this 3-day transition. Everybody's praying for Friday, Venus and Taurus. Hell yeah, me too. Okay. let's not get it twisted, because this has been chaos. These last 3 days have been very interesting for me personally, and I can only imagine what the collective agitation has done to other people, you know but again, time for revelation, right? Salah, the blessing in disguise, which is literally upon us because of the oppression that we are facing in one way or another right now. The teachings, the lessons, the learning, the acceptance of whatever it is that is presented before you, and the acceptance of the holy, the divine, the sacredness that is within you right now is really a trial and tribulation that not a lot of people have the tendency of passing, because of their unwillingness, their lack of confidence, their doubt, and their fear. And that's what's related to this conversation that I was having with my wife, is because that is a perpetuation of a collective energy that was in my thoughts, that I allowed to be there because of my lack of understanding of the groundedness that I needed to have in that moment. So she made me laugh, and took me out of that. Not only pointing out the truth and basically calling me a dick, basically me being a dick to myself, and my little, the little kid came out, the little teenager came out that needs to mature, was like, well, you could be a dick too. And then literally she looked at me and she's like, oh, kind of made me feel like I was being passive aggressive. And I was, I was trying to bring her down. She basically explained to me that I was trying to bring her down to my level, where I was being petty, and a total teenager about it. Meanwhile, I'm on the surface thinking that it's funny because I was like, oh, you could be a dick too, you know? And then I paused for a moment, and then I took a breath, and I absorbed knowledge and information and the awareness of what she was speaking. Okay. Let's talk about revelation, right? And they showed it all to me. And I was like, oh my God, I am being petty, and I am trying to drag you down by making this cynical comment, right? And this is the beauty of awareness, fam. This is the gift that my wife gives me consistently. You know what I'm saying? It's the healer teaching space. Every student is a teacher, and every teacher is a student. We all learn from one another. It's the path of the one. Salah. So it's beautiful to understand those things, and actually incorporate them into a daily practice of your daily awareness of how life is, because it truly is a joy. And, the more we get to embrace the joys of life, the more we perpetuate more joyful moments, more joyful emotions, more passionate endeavors in our lives. Salah, you know, some of us can be really cold hearted to that very fact of the love that I just spoke, and I sense it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel for you. I really do. And I pray for things like that. I pray that everybody finds their way. I would love everybody to feel the blessings of the creator and the energy of the universe that I have bestowed upon me by the awareness that was created by my wife through the mentorship space that I have evolved in the last 3 years. Massive spiritual growth. I am a true testimony to the very thing that we do here. You know what I'm saying? I am a product of the foundation that my wife has created for this foundation. You know what I'm saying? It is nothing less than amazing and profound, because now I speak it and I share my experiences with each and every one of you. And my heart goes out to you. And I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through right now. This is live, fam. I'm recording this as well. And I'm sorry that whatever it is that you're going through is ailing you in a place where you should be more connected, because our heart space is probably one of the most important spaces in this entire body, because that's where God is. Okay. And we experience a lot of things to block this off, to maintain a structure or some type of box that we need to fit in, because we only describe ourselves as such. We are only worthy of what we can perceive. That's why we need to go beyond perception to understand ourselves better and open up to that, instead of playing a blame game or becoming agitated by the things that a screen, a magic box, is saying to you right now. My heart goes out to you. And thank you for being here. I'm proud of you, whoever you are. So, anyway, these revelations that we have are really important. They truly are a gift, especially in times of need. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are going through some shit. We're going through some wounds that we're fucking literally reviewing, the Chiron, and a lot of it is financial for some people, and it's very frustrating right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking around to wonder what the fuck is going on. Where's this? Stop all that shit. Okay, because it's a perpetuation of the reality that is outside of you. It is outside of your mind, to be honest with you, when you're in that connection where you understand exactly what's happening. And a lot of you are taking a lot of shit right now and taking flack and taking hits and feel like you're being punished. And the actuality of it is, and this is the gift, right? Is realizing that great change is upon you, because you've never felt anything like this before. Let's go. Boom. That's how you realize there's a blessing coming in your life. It's because it looks like shit before it happens sometimes. you know so for those people who are going through that right now, just understand, hold your line. Okay, great things are upon you. That's why I encourage people to look up, check out the astrology. Venus in Taurus, June 6th. Some groundedness, some love, abundance, the richness of life, passion itself is upon us. And if you're sitting there bitching and complaining right now, hey, let me remind you real quick. Feel into this, tune into that vibe, get ready for it, prepare yourself, be excited about what's happening right now. Great change is here. You know what I'm saying? In many lives, regardless of how minuscule you may perceive it, it is grand. It is nothing less than that, is what the divine is saying. You know? So check the price and pay attention, fam. Don't be fooled by what's upon you right now. Okay? Because right around the corner is the blessing that you deserve, because you stood up to the bullshit that was trying to leave you stuck behind. Salah. Praise to the Most High, man. Because these messages are beautiful, and we should be enjoying those things, because it reminds us of what and who the fuck we are. Excuse my French. You know what I'm saying? And it might seem like I'm preaching right now, but the truth is that love is love and God is beautiful. Okay. It's just that simple. And you know that relationship to be true when you embrace it within yourself. And that's what's up. It's I get to enjoy the blessings that the creator has bestowed upon me on a daily basis. I wake up next to one of them every day. Excuse me. I was having a moment. But that's the beauty of God's blessing. It's the love, man. It's that connection. It's that fire inside of you that makes you want to be more, do more, enjoy more. The fruits, all of them, if you want them, you know, we're not selling anything here, fam. Okay. That is the truth of the divine. And when you embrace that, yeah, it'll heal you, it'll purify you, it'll shake the shit out of you. But when it sets you free, your wings have no limit. And that's the reality of what we're all working for, man. So, whatever it is that you think you're going through right now, that you're having a tough time, just remember what's around the corner and why you're here right now and what you should be turned on to. That's direction and guidance for some, you know, not so much others. Sometimes we just don't, it doesn't, I don't even know what to say. So, this was fun. I really enjoyed this little live that I did. Just a live little broadcast. I'm actually recording this for YouTube, fam. Thank you all for being here. Much love to each and every one of you. Take what resonates, man, and leave the left behind. Leave the rest behind. It's kind of like what life says, right? You know? So this was fun. I look forward to doing this in the future with all you beautiful people out there. Much love and blessings to all of you, man. Take care and enjoy, and remember why you're here and what you are and what you love to do, because that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. And so should you. Salah. Take care, fam. Peace.